Hello and welcome to a not so awesome review. Today we're looking at the Overwatch Genji Figma number 373 in the line. And yeah, let's just get into it because this guy is actually really cool. I actually really like this figure. Now I've seen some reviews on Amazon of people complaining about it not being superposable, about pieces breaking, which I can understand that one because nothing's broken. Don't worry about it. Nothing is broken here. I can see how that could happen to somebody with this figure because aside from the fact that his joints are kind of different. He moves a little bit differently than your typical Figma. Kind of, especially the arms, the shoulders, remind me of the amazing Yamaguchi figures. I can see that, and I'll get into it in a second. He does come with a good amount of accessories, which I am happy about. He comes with his two sheaths and swords, which you can remove the blades out of, and I'll show you guys that in a second. He comes with a good pair of hands. He comes with a pair of fists, a pair of open hands, a two-finger hand that reminds me of instant transmission slash what is it, special beam cannon. I know it's not that, don't worry, I'm not being dumb here. I know, but still, you can't deny that it doesn't kind of look like it. He comes with a pair of sword holding hands and an extra pair of sword holding hands that I'll talk about those in a second, and a pair of ninja star kind of throwing hand looking things. He's got basically blades in the hand. You guys know what it is. And he has the ninja stars being thrown effect, which looks really good. I'm not gonna lie. And of course, he has his two blades unsheathed, which both look really good. So let's start off with the hands. Okay. So I already told you about the hands. I already hopefully showed you the hands. Let me turn on the light here. And you can see the detail on them is really nice. Now, this is a more expensive Figma, I think retailing around $80. So I'm expecting everything to come out really good. Not that I'm not expecting other Figma stuff to be good, but you know, for the premium price, I'm assuming most of that is licensing. I'm hoping it's good. So yeah, you can see the hands look really good. The detail on them is really nice. Now, here's the thing. We have the two pair of open hands, like I said. These ones I would recommend heating up and having, heating up so you can open them a little bit better to put the blades in, because I've tried putting them in and it's just really tight. I mean, if you see there, they're not really, they don't really fit. And here, they slide on really good. They stay in tight. They're good. They're nice. These, not really. And I'm saying that because I looked at the instructions. I was like, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe these are for something else, something that's not here. No, in the instructions it says you can use either or. Be careful with these. You could possibly break the blades while trying to force them in there. I doubt you would break the hand, but I would be more cautious that you might break the blade. So again, be really careful. You can see the other one, it has the little green glow on there painted. It looks really good. Love it. Nothing to say there. Hands, of course, they come on the tree. This one's actually in the packaging, but you can attach it on there. And yeah, of course, you do get your Figma bag and extra hand peg. Just forgot to mention that. And you can see the effect of the drawing piece. It's really good. It fits in the peg on his right hand. Fits under sturdy. There's no falling, no nothing, no weight distribution issues. And it looks good. I actually really like this effect. I'm not usually big on effect pieces for figures. They're sometimes good, sometimes not. Like the Kirito ones weren't that great. They were kind of solid pieces of plastic and they were too heavy. These, on the other hand, get it, is really nice. I actually really like that. And again, the blades, you can see the short one here. It looks really good. The nice silver on it, the green on it, looks really nice. The detail on the little handle right there looks really good. And you can see the other one looks really nice too. I love the green. And the paint job on it is really nice. And my only complaint is that the Nindoroid came with like a full green blade and the dragon effect. I wish this had came with it, especially for the $80 price. It would have, just made it so much better. But for what it is, it's not bad. Now, like I said, you can, if you want to remove the blades, just basically hold on to one end, hold on to the other, pull, comes off like that. So, don't be afraid to pull on that from the silver end to the right and to the left. Again, with the other one, just hold on, pull, it comes off. And that's basically for when he has the blades in the hand. Obviously, he's not going to have them on his back. You can see he does have that extended peg for the stand, which does say Blizzard on it, which I'm assuming is part of the reason why this is more expensive than your typical Figma. Though there are some really expensive Figmas out there anyway, so I could just be wrong, but I'm guessing it's partially the license. But yeah, this guy, man, he looks so good. I'm not gonna lie. This is Detail wise, one of the nicest Figmas I've seen. One of the nicest figures I've seen, just because of, all the, just, I don't know, the coloring, the armor pieces, the nice flat paint job he has up until we get to the chest plates, which are a nice shiny chromy silver. Same thing with the helmet here. His mask plate is a nice shiny silver. We have the kind of neck thing going down here. It looks really good. It's a really nice looking figure. The green on it is really, it is a nice looking figure. I'm going to give it that right off the bat. It looks amazing. Now, does it function really good? Like I said, there's been some complaints that the articulation isn't great. And I would almost agree with it, but at the same time, it isn't bad. For what it is, it's not bad. So let's start off with the head here. We are going to say, this does move side to side. I don't know who we is, but I am going to say this thing moves side to side, up and down, so you can rotate it whichever direction you want. So his head can look up a good amount. Of course, if you don't want that giant gap, you have to lower that, but he can still look up a pretty good amount. And he can look left and right from his head, but his head is really limited in motion. You gotta be careful with that. Most of your head movement is going to come from the neck here, which can move, or basically, there we go, it can move forward, and it can pivot side to side, and yeah, you can't really rotate left and right on the neck, so his left and right movement isn't the greatest, but it's doable. It is limited, like I said. It's not bad. I wish there was more motion on there, but again, not bad. His arm can move out that much, can move, well, let's just say he can move down that much, move forward that much, move back that much, can rotate all the way around. He does have an upper bicep swivel, which is limited due to the armor right here. Does have that joint at the elbow, which is pretty good, better than 90. Rotation at the wrist, and a swivel, or hinge at the wrist, I should say. You can see, like I said, the joints here are like extended, like an extended ball peg, and it's very visible. I can see people probably not liking that, but it works for what it is. So, again, not bad. You can see here the armor on the side of where his ribs would be kind of move really nice. They kind of extend forward, back, and side to side. So I do like how that looks when you move him forward and back and stuff. Functionality wise, you can go forward a really good amount, go back, okay, not the best, pivot side to side a really good amount, and yeah, so we get that upper chest rotation ball peg thing going on there, and we get a lower one which helps with the movement, left, right at the waist, back and forward a little bit more. The crotch piece is kind of like a floating piece. It's not really, it's there, but it's not a solid piece. You can see straight through right there. His legs can kick up that much, kick back that much, has that joint at the knee that does really well, and he can move his foot forward, back, and pivot side to side a decent amount. The armor does get in the way. He does have a thigh rotation, kind of, but it's not the greatest, and you do have to do it to get some good leg movement, which I can see people accidentally breaking this piece because it does get stretched out. It is rubbery, and I wish they had done something better with the thigh movement here, because it does get in the way in posing him a pretty good amount. That's probably the worst part of the figure, is the armor here, and just the rotation, because it kind of does hinder it. I wish this was on a hinge that could move outwards a little bit. I know it's not like in the game, it's not realistic, but it would have helped with the movement so much if these things could move out the more you're moving his legs out, just so that we can get a little bit more range. I would have liked that, but aside from that, it's a pretty solid figure. I will have to agree with the people on Amazon that his posing is somewhat limited because of that, but I think, the detail and the accessories and just, just the figure itself is worth it, despite the not perfect articulation. I think they did a excellent job with him. I actually really like this, and I'm sad to say that it is brought to you guys by AB Pop Shop. I'm not sad to say that. I'm not sad that AB Pop Shop, let me this for a review. I'm sad that I'm gonna have to give it back because it's pretty freaking awesome. Might pick one up at some point for myself, but until then, I can definitely say it is a pretty darn good, solid figure. Yes, there are some issues, but pretty good nonetheless. Anyways, let's get on to some size comparisons and wrap this video up. And for quick size reference, here he is next to a Dragon Star series Durin, Marvel Legends Spider-Man, and Power Rangers Legacy Red Space Ranger. You can see he's definitely the shortest one of them all, the smallest framed one of them all. I would say Dragon Star series probably will fit in. Power Rangers, probably not. Marvel Legends, again, probably not. Probably, honestly, not really so much with the Dragon Star series. The more I'm thinking about it, his frame is really small. He's definitely shorter than everybody else. He stands just over 6 inches, and I feel like he should definitely be bigger, or at least the size of Spider-Man to fit in with those other 1/6 scale figures. But obviously, I'm sure most of you guys aren't gonna be doing too much mixing and matching here, and if you are, I don't think it should matter too much. But yeah, just guys, you're wondering. I can't speak. In case you're wondering, his size. There we go. And for another quick size reference, here he is next to an SH Figure Art Super Saiyan God Goku. So, end of the day, I would highly recommend this figure if you are an Overwatch fan, if you are a Genji fan. It's definitely a must buy. Again, his articulation, yes, it is limited, just like the people on Amazon said, but it's not horrible. It's not horribly bad. It's maybe like knock 1 star off for that reason. Sculpt wise, looks amazing. Paint wise, looks amazing. Accessory wise, comes with a good amount. Do wish he still had some effects that came with the Nendoroid, but what you gonna do about it? One thing I did forget to mention about him, which I do want to talk about really quick, is that both of his sheaths, as you guys can kind of see here, hopefully, are on the same pegs that the wrists are on, so they can move back and forward, which means they can also break. So be careful with that. You can unplug them, in case you're wondering, but yeah, be careful. You do not want those breaking on you, though. Thankfully, they are on those pegs, and those pegs are pretty readily available, and it comes with an extra one, so good on them for making it a piece that can be replaced. So be careful with that. You don't want them breaking either way. Same thing with the other hands. Heat them up and see if you can move them so they can grasp the blades better. I don't know why they made them so tight that they can't actually fit around it. It was just bad design in my opinion. Other than that, great figure. And yeah, not much else to say here other than this review was brought to you guys by AV Pop Shop. Check out their Instagram, linked in the description down below. And yeah, if you guys liked it, hit the like button, comment down below, subscribe for more, and I will see you all later. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.